So, we're back together, and I hope you enjoyed your workshops and you got plenty, I'm sure you got loads from them. Thank you for staying, and for those of you who are staying later. We're on to a really nice part of our day, which is around the awards. Just before you do, can I just remind you to do your evaluation forms? Rebecca is taking photographs, but you can either leave them at the front desk, and we will email it out, but it's always so valuable to get your feedback. And that when we finish, we just push you out a little bit at the end, just so we can get ready for the night's festivities. So with that said, I'm going to go get right into it, and this is a really nice thing. I always wanted to be an actress when I was a child, an actress or a stripper, I used to tell everyone. Honestly, it's not happening, it's just not happening, but I used to, that's what I used to say, but it's just pure shock value. I just used my aunties used to go, oh, like that, so it used to make me worse. Anyway, there you go, so giving out awards is really nice bit of my job. Our first award is the Learning Disability Nursing Network Champion Award. I'd like to invite Joshua from Birmingham City University to come up to the podium, and he'll be presenting this. The nominations for the award is Professor Michael Brown, and he's the leader of the RCN Learning Disability Nursing Forum. You're going to read it out, Josh. And the Learning Disability Nurse Chat team, Michelle, Sally, Sam and Daniel.
And the winner is LD Nurse Chat.
This award, do come up to the podium, guys. This award is 12 months subscription to learning disability practice, so thank you very much for. And Josh, of course, is a student on our Strengthening the Commitment steering group, so he's just brilliant, along with Amy, who is our other student. And I will read your article, I promise. The next award is sponsored by the Nursing Times, and it's the Health Inequity Champion. And I haven't made a mistake, that is the right term, health inequity as opposed to inequalities. The presenter for this is Lynn Westwood, so while Lynn comes to the platform, I will read out the nominations. Good on you, Lynn. Tristan Johnson and Stevie Reid, learning disabilities and autism linked practitioners in acute hospital wards. The second nomination is Mary O'Boyle-Duggan for live simulation using actors to explore the needs of patients and service users with a learning disability with health and social care students. And Tristan Johnson and Stevie Reid again for the expert patient programme. Lynn, I'll let you read that.
Okay. Give us that. I'm going to have to stand up here because I'm so small. And so the winner is, Helen and I were looking at all three entries. Whoops, where's the piece of paper? It was extremely hard. The winner is, the Nursing Times, Health Inequality, is Tristan Johnson and Stevie Reid.
Fantastic. And while they come up, they will be getting Mark Gray Associates are offering bespoke training session to Tristan and Stevie, plus 12 months mentorship from Gwen Molster, which is well worth it. So that's brilliant. Fantastic. And so to the award, this one's sponsored by Nurse First, and it's for innovation in learning disability practice. Presenting this award is Dave Roberts and Dave Dawes. So while they're coming up to the podium, I'll tell you, as you can see, I'll read out who the nominees are. Wendy Bunting, Neil James, Lynn Taylor, for a cervical smear information pack, including a DVD for women with mild to moderate learning disabilities. Tristan Johnson and Stevie Reid again, for hospital rapid assessment tool and care bundles for people with learning disabilities. Sam Loughran from the North Wales Health Liaison Team, for work on learning disability within a hospital setting in North Wales, and Tristan, and I'm not even going to read the second names now, Tristan and Stevie again for their expert patient programme. So I'll leave it up to the guys to read. And just before we read it out, we've also decided to add that we're going to give them a sponsored bursary place on the year-long Nurse First programme. So... And the winner is Tristan and Stevie for the Hospital Rapid Assessment Tool and Care Bundles. They're going to have sore legs and a lot of training and mentorship. 12 months subscription to the Tizard Review, a bespoke training workshop with Joe Welsh, an invite to the Nurse First conference, and a £6,000, I think Dave didn't do himself justice there, a £6,000 training course with Nurse First of a year long. What a great prize. And again, a fantastic example of the paperclip approach. Brilliant.
No, we're not used to it.
She knows something we don't. Well, not if it's pictures of her in a hot tub. That doesn't sound good. Okay, Sage Journals sponsor this award, and it's for the best research idea. The person presenting this is, of course, Ruth Northway, who is the editor of that journal. So, Ruth, if you want to come up, and I'll read out the nominations, which are Lindsey Bromley for an idea around a media campaign to promote the rights of people with learning disabilities, and our own Sean Ledington, improving employment and preceptorship opportunities for registered nursing learning disability nurses. Over to you, Ruth.
Okay, and I have to say, we only had 2 entries, but they were both fantastic, and the person that hasn't won will still be encouraged to take their idea forward, even if they think they've got away with it. So the winner of this award is Lindsey Bromley.
Fantastic. Is Lindsey still with us? Lindsey not with us?
I think...
It's not the World Cup, Sean. It's not Qatar.
I was thinking this was the point where we were going to have this sort of Lindsey somewhere exotic over the other side of the world, saying, I'm sorry I can't be there, but... okay.
Well, that's fantastic. And that's £100 worth of Sage vouchers, 12 months subscription to the Journal of Intellectual Disabilities, 12 to 18 months research mentorship from Ruth Northway. These gifts of time and gifts are priceless, absolutely priceless. Thank you so much, Ruth, for that. The next award is for the best Strengthening the Commitment pledge, and I'm presenting this one. And the nominees, as you can see, Emily Greentree, Sarah Bartlett, Claire Goff, Jeff Barlow, and Josh Kernahan. I've got enough hands. And the best pledge goes to Sarah Bartlett.
And Sarah's going to get 12 months subscription to Learning Disability Practice, which is fantastic. Sarah, congratulations.
More high-hearted. Now, this is over to Helen Lafferty, and it's the Fiona Law Award. I have no idea what this one is about, so I'm going to leave that to the lovely Helen.
I think we've got quite a few Fiona Law winners in the room when we look around. Those of you that don't know, Fiona Law was a very dear colleague from the University of Bangor. She inspired all of the National Network of Learning Disability Nursing and was the first true champion of networking. If Fiona was alive and here today, she'd be whipping these guys and saying, let me be part of it, let me be the here, there and everywhere. Fiona very sadly died before her time 5 years ago now, and since Fiona's death, we at Positive Choices have initiated a small award where I set a bit of a torture challenge at the beginning of Positive Choices and say to the assembled body, this is what I'd like you to do. And then we get inundated with all of these brilliant ideas. We, in the past, have brought everybody to the 5 winners to the NNLDN conference. And from the NNLDN conference, we have then chosen 1 winner. So things that have happened in the past for health informatics was we ran the SHOULD project, which was supporting health occupations understanding of learning disabilities, which was a collaboration of, which is where the phrase kitten herding came, 7 HEIs and 1 million students, it seemed like, all to create reusable learning objects that are small electronic bites of learning. We even did some collaboratively with midwife students from the University College Cork, and they are all translated into the medium of Welsh as well as English, which we won an award for 3 years ago, which Fiona would be really, really chuffed about if she was here, and I'm sure she laughed at some of our pronunciations when we were trying to do it. The winner of that was a guy called Gary Adelard. The second Fiona Law winner was Graham Burrell from the University of Cumbria, and he and Sandy Costal started networking with student nurses. They took Michael Brown and Paul Horan's work and they developed it further in terms of how student nurses network. The third winner was the very lovely, very beautiful Anthony Green, along with Sean Ledington, Tracy Marsh and Martin Foster. I had to think for a minute what his surname was, sorry, who, as a result of being given the challenge of promoting the profession, developed learningdisabilitynurse.com. We then had the very lovely LD Nurse Chat guys and a whole variety of people take that further for us. This year, because we hadn't got a conference to pass on to, we didn't have an opportunity to give that award to a large group of people. So what we decided at Positive Choices was we would like to give an award just to a student nurse. And the award that we want to give today is to Kellyanne Swift for the award, the design for strengthening the commitment, modernising learning disability nursing. So we hope she's here.
Kelly will be receiving 12 months subscription to Advances in Mental Health and Intellectual Learning Disabilities and Journal of Offending Behaviour and Learning Disabilities, plus a £75 MSH voucher. Oh, it's on here. Oh, it didn't say, sorry. Yeah, you're right, me. Fabulous. And thank you, Helen, for that introduction and giving us that background. I'm sure Fiona's very proud that her name lives on in this way. The last award is for the outstanding contribution to learning disability nursing. And as you can see, look at the names. And we could have put anybody here on this. I think anybody here today could have gone on this list. We've got this award's going to be presented by Ruth Northway and Deborah Moore. So if they'd like to come up to the podium. So the nominees, as you can see, is Hazel Powell, Ruth Northway herself, the LD Nurse Chat team, Alan Denny, Sean Ledington, Michaela Marr, Helen Lafferty, Mark Gray, Stephen Hughes, Deborah Moore. She also means you're not going to get it, Deb, sorry.
Sick.
I know. At least you're on. At least you're on. Sue Griffiths, Rick Robson, Kelly Ann Swift, Alexandra Fotso, and Joshua Kernahan.
Okay, and the winner of this award is Helen Laverty.
Hey. A popular winner, I think. And it's Helen who's getting all those goodies that I said Kelly was going to get. Thank you. Well, I wish I had an award to give all of you. I do. Every single one of you who've been here today and stayed with us. Everybody who's given their time, effort, catering, whatever you've done. Thank you. And I'm going to ask Sean to come up to the podium because he's going to do the final goodbye. Or not to come up to the podium, just to say some final thank yous because he knows who's really been involved and doing all the hard work.
Okay, well, it's going to be really quick. I'd like to thank Ross, the chair, done a great job.
Thank you.
And as a thank you, yes. And right, we've got all the speakers who covered the 4 countries. They've come from all over the country just to speak. And it's only, 15, 20 minutes. So thank you for that. Ruth Northway for doing a speech. Ellen and Deborah, wow, you're fantastic, especially that song at the end. Even I was singing, Steve Hardy, everybody was coming to me saying, what a great presentation. I learned so much. So that was good. Maureen Major, I missed that one. In fact, I missed all of them. And then we had the change workshop on the parenting. People have come back and saying that was so powerful. And they really want to actually book them. So that was good. Mark Gray. Now, Mark Gray has done a workshop, which has had great feedback. But he's also offered to do a bespoke training session. I think that's amazing. Jane Smith and Anne Cooper, thank you. He was one of the first ones to come back from the Paperclip Challenge and say, I'll do a talk, so thank you very much. LD Nurse Chat, again, straight from the start, lots of support. They haven't just turned up here. They've actually been on Twitter, spending time. Because we had a live Twitter chat last night as well, so thank you for that. Inclusion North on the advocacy, a bit of a poor turnout on that one, but, maybe it was because some people were missing, but I hope the people that did take part enjoyed it. Gwen, Molster and Dave Atkinson, that talk's always popular. And I think in the next 2 years, the health equity framework's going to be so well known, really. Dave Roberts and Dave Dawes, thank you. All this started because of Nurse First. They inspired me with the Paperclip, so, great. Christopher Hardy and Ross, the IT guys, they have worked so hard. Probably some of that you won't see is Bill from Deborah Moore Associates, who's been doing the website behind the scenes on the bookings, so he's been working like tirelessly. All the pledge makers, there's that many people who pledge things to buy books or to pledge for Paperclip, training courses, mentorships. I can't name them all, but you know, I was amazed by it. Then you got Rebecca Hill, the amazing Rebecca Hill. There's no way this would have happened before. Yeah. And then lastly, all the volunteers, but all the volunteers have gone apart from one. So, Julie, are you? Was at the back hiding? They will all be getting medals, all the volunteers, and I'm going to be asking certain people to just write a short testimony, and they can put that into the portfolio. Really. Okay. So I'll just pass you back over to Ross. Just one
more thing before you go to Ross. Sean, you've had every opportunity over the last few months to chuck your teddy out the pram, but you haven't. So we'd just like to give you a teddy to remember the Paperclip challenge, so that you don't throw it. And we at Positive Choices would like to say that we're just so proud of everything that you've done. And whatever we can do at Positive Choices to help you, we will. You've got that constant pledge lifelong.
I started this morning with not a quote exactly. I should have got the proper quote from Martin Luther King about togetherness and the importance of togetherness as a concept. I think today, and all the work that's led up to today, proves the value of togetherness. So I hope that we continue as a community from all our different places and all our different roles and all our different backgrounds to carry on doing what we are doing, strengthening the commitment to learning disability nursing, strengthening the commitment to people with learning disabilities, their families and their carers, so they have the lives that they deserve. Thank you.